This project was hit by Tropical Storm Isaias in 2020, right in the middle of construction. And I have a progression of photos. There's sort of a snapshot here, but because the photos are small, I will walk through each one and kind of tell the story of what happened here. This was the baseline condition. Again, kind of what I've mentioned several times with high eroding banks, floodplain disconnection, all of those impairments that we work to address in our restoration projects. This is during construction in July of 2020. You can see there's an excavator up on the slope. We're in there building the project. And then 1 month later, August 4th, Tropical Storm Isaias hits. And this project was right in the middle of that yellow band that experienced very high levels of rainfall in a very short period of time. So it was just inundated with water. This photo was taken during the storm. Super quick, I'll jump back so you can see the difference. This is during construction, kind of how it should look at baseline. And this is what it looked like in the middle of the storm. So there's just a ton of water ripping through the system. This is later the same day. So the site was performing as designed and absorbed that water, it held onto the water and released it slowly. You can see 4 months after restoration, after construction, we're kind of back to our modeled condition. Again, super quick. Sorry for jumping back, but here's what it looked like in construction. Hurricane hits, and then here we are 4 months later. So it really proved to be a resilient project that responded appropriately to a heavy storm event. And you can see 1 year post-construction, the native vegetation we planted is starting to come in and develop and mature. And 4 years after construction, the trees are coming up. You can't even see the stream channel anymore, which is what we want. We want it to just meander naturally through that floodplain and connect with those wetlands. So one thing I could say that these photos really don't convey is the feeling you get when you walk down into the site. It is literally loud. Like there are insects and red-winged blackbirds. I mean, you get hit in the face with a dragonfly that we've seen monarchs in here. It's just incredibly diverse. And it's a really successful project. We got all of our credits released. The last release came through last year. So we're really happy to be ready to close this one out and pass it into the long-term management phase.